Hey there, in this video I'll be teaching you how to complete the Terminus Easter egg. Sit back and enjoy. Around the map there are 3 amp generators. The first amp generator is in spawn. The second amp generator is in the living quarters area next to Juggernaut. The final amp generator is in the biolabs area. After all 3 amp generators are on, activate the lift in the water. Head to an arsenal station and acquire dead wire. This next step will require you to get the beam smasher. You can either get this through the box or a side Easter egg. On time, we'll show you where you can start the Easter egg if you have the beam smasher. If not, then sit back and relax. Activate the lift and make sure you have a weapon with dead wire. Facing towards Biolab, make sure you keep an eye out for a window. In this window will be a yellow panel with electricity sign. Shoot it with your dead wire weapon. Have the lift go back down to Biolab. This is the first panel you need to shoot with your dead wire weapon. This is the second panel you need to shoot for dead wire weapon. This is the third location you need to shoot for dead wire weapon. This is the fourth and the final spot you need to shoot your dead wire weapon at. Afterwards, you should have opened up the secret room. Kill the zombie that has been knocked over with the shelf. After killing the zombie, it should drop an amp EMF. Pick it up. Around the map there are 3 computers. The first computer is outside the interrogation room or quick revive room to the right. The second location is in the speed stamina up room or near the armory outside to the right as well. The third and final location is between the sea tower and the gun platform under it, before you head into the sea caves or the mine shaft near the docks. After you have completed all 3 of these computers being interacted on, head to the sea tower. On this desk right here, there will be a briefcase. Open it up. Pick up this device. You will need it for later in the Easter egg. Kill all these vermin so you do not die. Make your way back to the secret room so you can start on the Wonder Weapon Easter egg. Now, you can sit there and interact with it and the device will go on top of it. Interact with it and click X 3 times so you can sit there and more or less hop off the machine. Now, head back to spawn to pay Peck 5,000 points. Or down in the description below, a video made by Z Hunter will basically be there to explain how to do this math equation. To pay Peck, this little chute will open. Pay him. On this monitor right here, you will be getting 3 numbers. Remember those numbers. These numbers could be yours or not. Remember them. Head back to the secret room we opened up and put those 3 numbers in. After all 3 numbers are in, now you must end the round. After the round is up, end it, pick up the device, and head to that island you see on that little map. On this island, there should be an orb. Each island will have an orb. Hold interact to start this next step. The orb will now start shooting one of the zombies with electricity during this step. At this point, you need to either bring the zombie close enough to kill it, or you can kill it from afar. By killing it far, the zombie will drop an orb. Pick up the orb and bring it to the giant orb. You will need to do this 2 times to have the orb move. After complete, the orb will move, and now you will need to pick up the device again. This is the gas orb. Sit there and repeat the same steps as the last island. This is the final orb. After completing the process, this will drop your final part you need to complete the Wonder Weapon with. After complete, it will drop the AMP munitions. Pick it up and head back to the secret room. Right there is the crafting table. Craft your beam smasher. You have successfully crafted the beam smasher. At this point, this is where more or less you will need to use your beam smasher. Activate the trap and shoot your beam smasher in the middle of this trap. If done correctly, a hard drive will drop. Pick up the hard drive. Head back to Dr. Peck to give him the hard drive. After giving the hard drive to Dr. Peck, head down to the biolabs, interact with that window right there. Around the map there are 3 codes. The first number 3 numbers you need to get. The first number will be in the interrogations room. On this clock right here, the hour hand, the shortest hand, will basically be giving your number. My number is 2 in this game. The second number is on this mess hall. On this board would be a playing card. That is the second number. The third and final location will be in this garage area. The safety first day since its last injury. This is your third and final number. Head back to Nathan and input your number. My number was 268. At this point, make sure every player at least has a rare and a pack-a-punch weapon before completing this next step. Around Nathan will be 4 valves, each player per valve. Hold interact all at the same time to start this step. Once started, biolabs will be locked down. You now must kill Nathan. Nathan is weak to dead wire. This is why I recommended having dead wire. I would also recommend having a mutant injection during this step. This step would basically be kind of hard without having it. After killing Nathan, you will get an in-game cutscene. After that in-game cutscene is done, head into the water. You will have dropped a Project Janus keycard. Pick up this keycard. In co-op, you and another partner of yours will need to head out to the cargo ship. head into the under part of the cargo ship to this ladder. Climb up the ladder and you will now be in this room. To start the lockdown, you will need to pick up one of the node connectors. Be careful, this room is a cluster and can be very dangerous, so make sure you're somewhat prepared before coming in this room. Once complete, a maximum will spawn in, signifying you are done with the lockdown. Now pick up the node connector and make sure you hop on the boat to leave this area. Around the map there are 3 areas you need to connect this node connector, one being on the most southern island to the left, the next one being under the sea tower near the docks, and the final location being in the sea caves near Spicola. After complete, you will get a quote from Sam. More or less, now you will need to head back to spawn to pick up a hacking device from Peck. This is what the hacking device looks like. Pick it up. Head to a boat. Now, on the water there are 3 buoys you need to sit there and hack with the device. One is to the left of the sea tower facing south. The other one is near the cargo ship and the most southern island. The last one is near the most northern island to the right of it. After done hacking, make your way back to the biolab as fast as possible. At this point, you will need to sit there and defuse 3 bombs. Make sure your teammates will defend you or at least another teammate of yours during this step to make sure these bombs are defused. You will have 5 minutes to defuse 3 bombs. Two bombs are on the lower level and 1 bomb is on the upper level. This is bomb 1. This location is bomb 2. This is bomb 3. After complete, you have completed the Terminus Easter egg. To start the boss fight, head down to the lower level in the biolabs. This door right here will lead you into the boss fight. Make sure everybody is prepared. I would recommend having Path 3 weapons and legendary as well. During this boss fight, he will have in total 5 phases. Phase 1. This phase is more or less just shoot his red spot on his shoulders. The spots can change from left to right shoulders, and they can easily be damaged with any weapon. I would recommend a high damage AR or SMG even, and also the shotguns. Once Phase 1 is complete, Patient 13 will go in the water, signifying you were completed with Phase 1. Phase 2 is you more or less defending yourself from zombies until Patient 13 returns. Once Patient 13 has returned, he will now introduce to you 2 new forms. His first form will be his fire form. This form, more or less, only weak spot will be his mouth. During this form, you can only damage him in his mouth. Nowhere else on his body will be weak to having a crit spot. After enough damage, he will more or less move on to his second form. Once Patient 13 is in his second form, only the tentacles on the top of his shoulders will basically have weak points. They are yellow. They are really obvious to tell which part is weak. This is why I told you to have dead wire. During this step, you'll do more damage. After enough damage is done to Patient 13, you will retreat back into the water, confirming you have finished Phase 3. At this point, keep surviving until Patient 13 returns. Once Patient 13 has returned, you are now in the final phase of the boss fight. During this phase, he can do an insta-kill attack. He can also grab the player and more or less try to take them into his mouth. When he grabs the player, shoot his red orb on either on the left or the right, wherever it is. You shoot enough to let go of the player who's grabbed. During this phase, his eyes are his weak point, and also the red on his left and right. Be mindful though, whenever he's doing this white glow around your screen, this is also his insta-kill attack that can down anyone who is not behind cover. This is the same kind of attack that Valentina had during Cold War. Be mindful though during this final phase because amalgams and minglers will spawn in. Be very careful because they can really screw you up with how much armor they can take away. If this guide helped you a lot, please leave a like and also make sure you subscribe. I plan on making a Liberty Falls video tomorrow, and I also plan on trying to keep up with the Cold War's Easter eggs guide. Also, if you'd like to join our Discord server called The Dark Ether, our Safari members will help you complete Black Ops 6 Easter eggs as well. Have a good day.